What's going on?
The air is heavy. Moisture drips down your forehead. Pain shoots through your fingers.
Chukil Gate Vlakith Mazathok! Can you feel it crawling through you? Tendrils squirming in your chest, gripping your heart, piercing your belly. Your bones popping, your flesh swelling. I can. I see it in you. I feel it in me. We are lost. I will be quick with my blade. First you, then the others, then myself.
Your minds intertwine. You sense a touch of uncertainty, a touch of disgust.
I'm gonna surrender to Lae'zel. You will not become an abomination.
Let it be so. Vlakith Gorg Shkatzai.
I was very low health. What exactly is happening here?
I'm heating up.
Lae'zel is aggressive. She has just killed Gilladel. And we're not controlling Lae'zel. I am very curious about this. Very, very curious. Let's see. What is this? Bonus action, Misty Step. Let's go. She has armor for days. She has armor for days. Reckless attack. That's something. And she gains health as well. I would rather she didn't do that, though. She has high defense. Hold person works.
Rook to Queen 6.
That saving throw works. I will cast the spell. Right there.
Hand.
Yeah, this sort of... I don't know what's going on. I was expecting a game over screen. But clearly that's not what's happening. She's not... She's dead. Oh, I need to bring her up. Welcome back, Karlak. Is she actually dead? Cast that spell. Can't be resurrected. Oh, yes, she can. By loading the game.
Over, then through.
Let's try sleeping again, see what happens. Lae'zel, we're just exhausted. Lower the blade before you do something foolish. And we have situational inspiration. Yep. And a little bit of a bonus. It's difficult, though. Natural 20. Let's go.
I cannot trust my own mind. So it seems I must trust yours. I will wait. But know this. I am watching. If the sickness does not pass come dawn, I will end us all.
I came just in time. You are transforming.
I know your voice. I've heard it before.
Yes, you have. I saved you before.
Oh, he's the reason.
And I'm here to save you again. Don't worry. You will not become a mind flayer. Not while I'm around. I'll protect you.
I'm gonna take the hand offered to me. Such big hand. He's enormous, though.
We haven't much time, so listen closely. There is great potential within you. It comes from that parasite. Your instinct is to resist the power it gives, but you must accept it. Nurture it. I will keep it from consuming you. But for the sake of both of us, you must learn to wield it. Fight for the fate of Faerun. A fight we are losing. For now. You can change that. But only if you embrace your potential. I have to go. The enemy is closing in. I will be back. You'll feel better. I promise.
I think I feel better. Embrace my potential. What a curious conundrum. Because the game acknowledges that our instinct is to resist it. I don't think that's a reaction to the fact that we haven't actually indulged in the parasite's power. It might be, but it isn't necessarily. I think it's just normal for people to be skeptical. Embrace my potential. We were visited in our dream by a mysterious figure who told us that our illithid parasites are special and the source of great potential. We found a special parasite like our own. We were drawn to its potential. Yeah, but that was what happened before. And this is we. It is true. I imagine our companions have the same... have had the same experience. Just perhaps not with a fuckboy health that I chose at the beginning of the game as my guardian.
Did you have any strange dreams of late? Vivid ones?
Yeah.
Damn. I was hoping my imagination had gotten the better of me. But this must be something more. This dream companion wanted me to use the tadpole, use its power. Whoever it was claimed to be an ally, but I don't know. It seems like we can't escape this mess, in the waking world or otherwise.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know either. Your wound, by the way, is causing you too much pain, Shadowheart. There must be a way to deal with it, or to heal it.
Pain is the gauntlet that all who love Lady Shah must endure. Only her embrace can truly heal me. To try and salve myself would do nothing but shame me in the Night Singer's eyes.
You should not have to suffer in order to be true to your faith. It's not a very difficult role, fortunately, but... Oh, I roll a natural 20.
Perhaps you're right. And perhaps one day I won't have to suffer. But I don't think that day has arrived yet. Lady Shah will ease my pain when she wishes to.
All right. If you say so. Will.
Always at your side.
I had a dream last night. A vivid one. And so did you, judging from the way my tadpole is tingling. Someone came to me and promised to protect me while claiming that the parasite could empower me. Tempting as these powers sound, we should recognize this dream for what it is, the tadpole's little trick. No good ever came from trusting honey-tongued strangers conjured up by elithid worms.
You know what? Your conclusion is actually very nice. But that would mean that something else saved us, and not these guardians. We should have as little to do with these tadpoles as we can. I agree.
Well said. This dream figure is no friend to us.
Yeah. I agree with that. But I also don't know. Astarion.
I had the strangest dream last night. There was a visitor promising me protection and all sorts of delicious powers from the parasites in our heads. Given our shared affliction, I suppose you had a similar dream.
I did.
Excellent. Now we can see what these tadpoles can do for us.
We should take every advantage we can get. Let's explore these powers and see where they take us.
Exactly. Waste not, want not. Even when it comes to mind flayer parasites. Now, was there anything else?
No. I'm just not gonna say no to the companions for now. Since I don't know where we're going, but yeah, I'm just gonna say whatever they want to hear.
My apologies. Huh. Not quite myself just yet. I had the strangest dream last night. A visitor came to me. A vision of unparalleled beauty and power. She told me she was watching over me, protecting me, and that our tadpoles could prove beneficial if we embrace what powers they have to offer. An uncanny apparition. Not entirely sure what to make of it.
You don't believe this was a real person talking to you, then?
A real manifestation, perhaps, but not an individual of flesh and blood in the manner you or I would consider to be real. Whether she spoke the truth or not, well, I think I require a little more evidence before taking a fantasy at her word. Until then, best we speak of other matters. Was there something you wish to ask?
No, I don't think so. Volo, I'll talk to you in a little bit. Let me just talk to my friends.
Glick. I had a dream. As we all did, I suspect. Someone came to me and promised to protect me while claiming that the parasite could empower me. The parasite has taken root, it would seem. Every word, every promise, it is gate deception.
You're right. We should ignore this dream figure at all costs.
A wise choice. These parasites are a threat to be destroyed, not an opportunity to be exploited.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Karlak.
I had a wild dream last night. This beautiful entity came to me, promised to protect me, told me the parasite in our heads could give us power.
I had a similar dream. A side effect of the tadpole?
Sounds like it. What did you make of it?
I think it's some kind of psionic trick. I didn't believe a word it said.
Damn right. Things like a splinter. We just need to find a way to squeeze it out.
Mm-hmm. Very well said. I think we're getting a feel of who thinks what about the dream, and it's only Astarion that likes it. Right? It's only Astarion. Volo.
Ah, my good fellow.
Has your research turned up anything that might help with this parasite problem? Oh, it has.
My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable.
It's not too deep. Just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all.
Oh, you're adroit with it, then. Very nice. How many times have you done this before?
I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times over.
Do it.
Volo carefully holds one of your eyes open and begins to prod uncertainly with the needle.
I'm gonna endure the discomfort. Slight pressure, perhaps. Let him carry on.
The needle finds the gap between eyeball and socket. Volo frowns and begins to push.
I'm gonna clench my fists.
Pain shoots through your body as the needle snags on your optic nerve.
I think I have it!
The needle seesaws back and forth, plucking the nerve like a harp string.
Oh, bother. There's some obstacle in the way. I shall need a more robust implement.
I'm gonna hold as still as possible and endure the slight pressure.
Volo carefully withdraws the needle from your eye. Then, reaching into his bag, he produces an ice pick.
As one does, I the implement, but allow him to proceed.
Volo slowly brings the ice pick closer to your eye.
Now, don't move.
I shan't.
Cold metal presses against the skin beneath your brow. And then, tap, tap, stab.
Do you feel that? Ha! I think we have the blighter on the run.
I might feel a little, yeah.
I agree. It's a feisty critter. Just a little further.
Volo tears the pick from your brain with a violent jerk. Your eye plops down into the mud.
Drat.
He pauses, looks down at your eye, and recoils slightly as it sinks into the mud.
Do I just get killed a lot in this particular night? Is that what happens?
There appears to be an amount of cosmetic damage.
All's well, I think.
Oh, fantastic! That squint does wonders for your gravitas, in my humble opinion. Though, perhaps there's something we can do.
Oh.
Take this. A far superior relic to that old jelly you were chained to. Try it on for size. And, it was very nice to have met you. I'm sure you'll sort out your little brain problem one way or another. Far away from here, if you've a heart. Terribly sorry, my friend. Ta.
Off he goes. Wait. I have received a condition called see invisibility. I also have a bleeding eye, but it goes away. So, I figured. There it is. See invisibility. You can see invisible creatures within 9 meters. Creatures must succeed a dexterity saving throw or lose their invisibility. To everybody? What? Yeah, it didn't change my appearance, I don't think. That was pretty gruesome. I was just sort of more or less going along with it because when... Oh, my dexterity is not... I thought I had 18 dexterity. Yeah, we're gonna need to remedy that eventually. Ooh, Volo's ersatz eye. The damage wrought upon your ocular nerve during Volo's experiment is undone, allowing you to see invisible creatures. For free. Karlak and Lae'zel did not appreciate that. In the slightest. I don't know if they're gonna talk to me about that, though. I say in the slightest, but it just showed in the disapproved. But so I don't know if it is in the slightest, but they didn't.
Speak.
Yeah. Curious. He's not gonna. I thought he was gonna stay. Aww. I thought he was gonna be a camp companion. Let's look at our eye a little bit closer. It does look slightly different. Huh. But nothing major. I lost the condition and received it again. Did you notice? That was weird. Things are weird. This night is weird. Let's sleep again.
You carry a Githyanki relic. I will have an explanation. Or your head.
Walk away. Now. I won't warn you again.
Wait, that's Githyanki? Wait a minute. What's going on? Why are you two arguing?
Lae'zel thinks I have something important to her people. She's deluded, clear.
Lies. She carries an heirloom of my people. I must know why.
Oh, I think it's the artifact. I think it's the thing that I have, actually. So, do you have any ideas on how to settle this?
The bad blood must be purged. A jewel, come first light.
You mean I'd get to prove you wrong and thrash you? I love it. Get some rest, Lae'zel. You'll need it.
They just want to kill each other.
You had every chance to look the other way. But here we are. You chose this.
Spare me the justifications, coward.
If anyone asks, I'll say you were transforming. Don't expect to be mourned.
I am right here. Shadowheart, stop. You don't have to do this. It should be doable. It is.
She's a liability. It's the artifact we need, not her.
Let me up, and I'll show you.
Cooperate, Lae'zel, for your own sake.
Surrender? A disgusting notion.
You had better warm to that notion very rapidly, or your journey ends here. We needn't be enemies. There's plenty of those to go around already.
What would you have? That we be friends?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But imagine what we might achieve if we channeled some of that hostility back at our real foes, instead of each other. They wouldn't stand a chance.
That is so wild that they do that when we wake up. It is so wild. Oh boy.
Speak.
About your quarrel with Shadowheart.
It is over where I am concerned.
That's a relief. We won't survive this if we don't stand together.
It is through conflict that we strengthen our bonds. Yet I do not recommend Shadowheart seek it again. The next resolution may not end in her favor.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Cadillac.
Very glad Shadowheart and Lae'zel settled things without letting any blood. I would have enjoyed the spectacle, but not losing either one of those lunatics.
Oh, clearer minds as always, Cadillac. Speaking the words of wisdom. Ooh, Shadowheart has an exclamation mark. I'll save her for last. Gale.
I'll say one thing for our troop. We're not short on drama. I'm glad Shadowheart and Lae'zel settled their differences peacefully. Eventually.
Yeah, it had to help a little. But you know how it is. Astarion?
Oh, I really thought Shadowheart and Lae'zel might fight to the death over that artifact. A pity. It would have made for a fine night's entertainment.
Sure. And I would have reloaded, because I'm not losing them.
Welcome to the League of the Lone Eye, my friend. Not to minimize the pain of Volo's poking and prodding, but I promise, You'll be used to the prosthesis in no time. Besides, I find it gives one an air of mystique. No one's more intriguing than a woman with one eye.
Yeah, I can see that. And at least in this game, people understand that having one eye doesn't actually make you worse with ranged weapons. It's because, you know, that's how you use ranged weapons. You close one of your eyes. Depth perception is not important for ranged weapons. Actually, it is. Well, it depends. It's kind of complicated. In firearms, it isn't in that sense. But for bows, it actually is, because you need to measure distances. So depth perception is relatively important, but that depth perception can be made up by you just moving your head left to right, having multiple eyes. It's fine. Shadowheart.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Something important.
Is it about Lae'zel? No. I don't know. Well, now I'm intrigued. I'm always. But do continue.
I could have died in that pod, back on the Nautiloid. You could have died, spending precious moments trying to free me, but you did it anyway. I owe you my life. Twice over, in fact. You supported me against Lae'zel. I may not have survived that night without you. I'm trying to say that you've earned my trust in a way very few ever have. I want that to mean something. I want you to know more about me, at least from what I can remember. As long as I've prayed to Lady Shah, I've wished to serve her as a Dark Justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shah, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a Dark Justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm, her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness. It's all I ever wanted. I prayed it was my calling. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. She said I was not ready. Not my mother, I should add. The Mother Superior, head of Lady Shah's enclave in Baldur's Gate. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything, and I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable.
Yeah, the power dynamic here is pretty straightforward. In regards to, you know, she owns your ass, is what I'm saying. Do you think she'll ever relent and make you a Dark Justiciar?
I don't know. Perhaps if I succeed in my mission and reach Baldur's Gate. Hope has little place amongst Lady Shah's children. It's an illusion, a distraction. But for this, I hope my time will yet come.
I don't understand, though. Why be so secret about such an ambition?
Dark Justiciars are hated by many, judged to be ruthless fanatics. Even the few who would accept a follower of Lady Shah would likely balk at a Justiciar in their midst. But there's a simpler answer to your question. I simply forgot about the desire I had until I saw some things that reminded me. Now, I can't get it out of my mind.
Well, thank you for sharing. I wanted to talk about what happened to Lae'zel.
We aren't dear friends now, if that's what you're asking. But I trust we can all sleep a little more soundly in camp now. Well, apart from you, of course.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't leave.
And get murdered by a pack of goblins or gnolls instead. Lae'zel might be a reluctant ally, but she is good at killing. I'll point her in their direction.
Mm-hmm. All right. That was her. So, that was quite a turn of events. 2 enormous turn of events. 3 enormous turn of events. My eye.
I hope that's the end of this silly quarrel. They'll have no energy for battling our enemies if Lae'zel and Shadowheart are too busy squabbling among themselves.
Nah, they'll have plenty of energy. It's fine.